my god, we're on! Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the stream! Got some new things. New sound. Oh god, things are... I didn't want this. Want that. Where am I hearing things? Okay.
Huh.
I love the smooth starts. We got a new microphone for Sadie, so if she talks,
Woo, hey guys.
in theory we should be able to hear. In theory. I don't have proof. It seemed to work in the tests. So I'm just going to go under the assumption that it's all working. You're down with that, right? So if somebody's out there in the chat, just let us know that Sadie is or is not working. And also did some audio sweetening, noise reduction, some pressing, some ducking of the music, so when we talk it kind of chunks itself down below, which is kind of cool. We are here today to do some Inktober. It is Inktober day 28. 28, 29, 30, 31. 4 more days, four more drawings. Right? Am I counting that right? 28, 29, 30, 31?
Yes.
4 more drawings. And I've got 3 panels left on the accordion book. So, got to be a little judicious with my space, but not too bad. Unless I go super tiny with some, then I'll have a really big last day. That's a possibility as well. Right. Okay, let's just switch over. I adjusted all the volume on the stingers as well, so it shouldn't be as deafening as it was yesterday. And the strangest thing... What the... I can't adjust the volume of my stingers inside my editing program. Inside of DaVinci Resolve. I edit them down and they become super quiet, but then when I output them, it seems like it re-normalizes it back to as loud as possible, which makes 0 sense to me. So I don't quite get that. So hopefully we can figure that out at some point. But for now, I found an FF-MPEG way of doing it. So if you're like, my stingers are too loud too, I got your solutions. Alright. I just want to check one thing over here. Let me just leave this up. I'm streaming over on Trovo as well. So hi, all those Trovo people. There's maybe 2 or 3 of you, maybe. So in theory, I'm live over there. But of course, it doesn't have much of an interface. Like everything else does. Like, it doesn't connect to Restream. It doesn't connect. You can't hook it up to Stream Elements. Oh, I don't want that. No, that was talking to me. All right. Here we go. I'm going to warm up first. Draw some random stuff. And then switch over into here and get going. So this was yesterday's and the day before, and the day before is warm up. I like him. Brand new warm up. I think I'll start with my parallel pen. These things are the best. I love them. They make this neatest lines and textures and whatnot without really having to try too much. All right. Today's shapes are brought to you by this. So this is just purely what I've talked about many times is the automatic drawing. Oh, we never went to the Sadie cam. I never said hi to you.
I know.
Hi Sadie, how's it going?
What, am I chopped liver over here?
I'm sorry.
So sad.
So sad.
So sad. Are we going to come to Sadie camp?
Yeah.
I got a little painting to show.
Okay. So we're gonna Sadie cam. Sadie cam.
Yay.
You only see your hands if you do it this way. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So do we need to adjust the camera a little bit?
We're good. Oh.
All right.
Probably. Don't know.
Did it move much?
Nah, it's okay. It's okay.
All right. All right. So what are we working on here today?
There's going to be more writing this evening anyway, so I just have this one out. I think I'm going to post it because I never posted it. I really enjoy my little house and trees. I know it's not...
So that's watercolor and inks.
Watercolor and inks, my cottage art series of cute little houses on watercolor kind of blobs and...
Cool.
Yeah, that sort of stuff.
You're finding the cottage instead of finding the monster.
I am.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Find the cottage.
Yeah. Find the cottage. This one doesn't have a cottage.
It's one of those things where it's like The Secret, where if you think about it and visualize it, it'll come. So that's what these are.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's her plan, but that's my plan for her doing it.
That's exactly what I do. That's your plan for me doing it.
Yeah.
I love it. You've subscribed to
Yeah.
my
I'm
self-help
visualizing that you're visualizing the cottage and that it'll come through that. It's like a secret twice removed.
Yeah.
think.
Yes.
I think that's what it is. Back over here to my random shapes. You see what this pen does, like super wide black lines, but also like these tiny, tiny thin things. And again, if you don't hit it perfectly, you'll get these kind of thin, scraggly lines, which are really you can get. Can't do really thick to thin very well. It's either thick or super thin. But then you can get these scraggly type things, which I really like. It's really cool textures. That you normally can't get without really trying very hard. And tonight's stream is kind of a surprise, unplanned surprise stream. We were not doing much else because of COVID. Maybe
Yeah.
it was COVID.
Yeah. Do you have any people on anywhere?
Not yet. So I keep kind of doing this stuff where I'm not really planning too much. Just kind of drawing random shapes and kind of connecting the patterns. And at some point I'll be like, oh, there's the thing that I didn't think it should be. Not yet. Oh, I'm kind of seeing something. A lot of the time it's kind of about creating symmetrical things, or at least something that feels symmetrical in 3D space. That makes any sense. That makes sense. So as I'm creating this here, I've kind of chosen this as my kind of split point. So I've kind of rotated it about 45 degrees and thought, ah, I can just go in there and kind of repeat things that way. And I also kind of pick kind of direction for shadow. So if I'm thinking of it as a three-dimensional thing, the shadow coming down a specific angle. We've kind of cheated these pens. They usually come with a tiny little capsule in here that holds the ink. And I took it out of mine and filled this whole gray thing with the ink instead, so I don't run out as quickly. I don't have any paper towel today.
Paper towel.
Paper towel.
How many?
Please. Just a couple. I tend to make a mess. I don't know if you know that. This one, the one downside of not using the cartridge for whatever reason, it flows a lot faster. It might also have something to do with the ink that I'm putting in there. It's maybe a little thinner than the stuff that comes with the pen. you see a full face going on there. It's rotated quite a bit. Looking down, kind of like that last one that I did, not the last one before. The guy was kind of bent over with the head puking out of his puke head. Puke head, I think I called it.
Interesting. So did people show up last night because it was on your schedule?
Maybe.
That's cool.
I haven't figured out the highs and the lows of how people show up.
Yeah.
It's sort of a random thing. All right. So I do have to keep thinking about what's going on in the drawing, today's Inktober. Are you trying that watch party thing again?
What's that?
Are you doing that watch party thing again?
Oh, I didn't. Do you want me to try that? I can do that.
I don't know. Wasn't super successful.
No.
Don't want to go too crazy here. I do want to do. I'm not going to stream super long today. I think we're going to do a fairly quick stream. Won't do any fine details yet. And then here I go, filling in some small details. Surprisingly, I haven't smudged anything yet, and I'm not wearing my gloves.
Wow.
What
That's
the-
impressive. I was all smudges yesterday.
What's that?
I was all smudges yesterday.
We're all smudges?
Yeah. Lots of smudging going on.
Yeah, some days it happens more than others.
Yep.
Can't explain it. Alright. I may set this aside here. Well, I kind of having fun with it.
12 fantastic fluttering pinches. 12.
It was a little wobbly at times.
License to kill gophers by the government of the United Nations. Man free to kill gophers at will.
Get really neat
To kill you
kind
might
of textured ones if you go speedy with these things, which is kind of great.
will never quit. Ever. They're like the Viet Cong.
Right, maybe I'll leave it there.
Farming Kong. So what you gotta do, you gotta
I haven't been using this pen for Inktober.
Oh, you haven't?
Nope, not even a little bit.
Oh.
Been all brush pen.
Oh, I see.
And I don't know. I just started with it, and I didn't want to switch it up halfway, so kind of left it as brush pen the whole time. All right. Specifically, this brush pen, my Kuretake. But I can never tell if there's ink in here or not. I'm gonna refill before we go crazy. Let that dry a little bit. Just takes a moment. I think think on last night's stream, a lot of people showed up like an hour in or so as well.
That's true.
I don't think that worked. Maybe that works. I think I push out all the ink instead of bringing it in. I lost count. I had to count up to 4. 3? 4. Maybe that's a problem. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. Really made a mess of myself. Okay, setting this guy aside. And we're going to go on to float. You got any thoughts? Thoughts on float?
No, babe, I'm sorry.
What's that? Nothing?
Float.
Float.
Yeah, what do you do? What do you do?
Well, there's where you float in the ocean, which is the kind of the standard one from. I think that's the icon I have for this. Yeah, just looking ink off my fingers. Where floating, there's the monetary float when you're doing something that way. There's floating in the clouds. What's that? Oh, there's an ice cream float. That's nice. What other floats are there?
There's float your boat.
Float your boat. Yeah, you can give some money to someone so they can stay afloat.
There you go.
All right.
I were to ask you what your philosophy of life or your creed, what would that be?
Have a good time.
We should have warmed up more.
What? Oh no, why?
No, it's fine. We can pull
What
it-
kind
pull
of float did you choose?
it. Floating in the air.
Ah, okay.
Bit of a weird one today. I just rushed into it too much, maybe. Even more disproportionate than normal. Step that one a bit. It's alright. Maybe a weird one today. I don't think it warmed up enough. Or I rush things. Maybe the rushing. Probably the rushing.
Why are you rushing?
I wasn't purposely rushing. I just think I might have rushed when I first started. I'm taking a little bit more time. Enough of that. Let that drum fix it up. Oops. Not dry yet. There's rig drawing over top of the scene. It's never perfectly nice. Not me, I think I'm making it worse.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. I'm messing it up today. Tough thing to admit to, that you're doing when you're dealing with something you've been working on for 87 other days.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I just messed that up. Oh, the whole thing's ruined. I should just scrap the whole thing. Start from scratch. Uh-oh. Some of this will be a little bit clearer once I do the blacks in for everything, because right now some of it needs to be blacked over. This might be the quickest one I've done. Well, not super happy with it. I think I might take a little bit of space here, add a little bit more to this one to make it a little bit more interesting. Maybe 2 seconds. One thing I noticed yesterday I was watching the video back. It's like you could hear me breathing.
Are you sighing like Jack?
I was sighing like Jack, I think.
I wonder if you're not loving it, because normally you don't hit the nail on the head, like right as like floating in air, right?
Yeah, well, I was going to do 2 parts of this, but that's part of it, and the other part was going to be with a little bit of a coming down towards actually like taking a dunk at a float. So it wasn't just a 1-parter.
Yeah.
I was trying to do a 2-part kind of thing. If it makes any sense or not, that's for other people to decide. He's diving for the float. It might be almost one of the first ones that doesn't make any sense prospectively. It's that weird forced perspective. I'm buzzing for some reason.
People are texting and
Posting something?
I posted. People are texting and I posted. Corwin has said, so Allison texted first and said that, because I had said you were feeling a little off.
Yep.
And so Allie said, invite is open as long as you're all symptom free. Hope you feel better, Kirk. Corwin said, although you will be required to do an anal temp check. Emily said, well, that went from 0 to 1,000. To which Corwin replied, strange times we're living in. Gotta take the necessary precautions.
Yes, I understand. Actually, after waking up, I didn't really feel that bad. It was just when I first woke up, I kind of had that weird feeling.
Yeah.
That doll is evil, I tells ya. Evil! Evil!
You volunteering to come over? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, no, Emily is saying, well, Wikipedia does say rectal thermometry is the most accurate.
We've got good friends.
We do.
What time are they doing it?
I don't know.
Beautiful. What's that?
Looks good.
For what it is?
Not for what it is. Not what I said. Oh.
Wow, way to discourage me. No? Did I hear wrong?
You heard wrong.
It's not the worst thing I've ever seen.
Jeez. Not what I said at all.
There you go. Floating down into a float? Kind of makes sense.
Floating down into a float.
Floating to a float.
Yep.
Not the worst thing I've ever seen. Just gonna add a little bit of black and then probably call it a day.
Yeah.
Maybe. Shiny.
I was walking down the street one day when I looked up to a tree and saw a squirrel with a big brown fuzzy tail. And as I looked up into the tree, the squirrel stared down back at me and I noticed something about him. He was a lonely squirrel. And I wondered why he had no friends. I wonder why he has
We should have just done a monster.
Probably.
It's kind of my go-to whenever I need to just draw something relaxing and not worry about whether it's going to turn out or not. Draw a monster.
I then went to the Cecil Cold Beer store to pick up a 2 for a club and then go behind a dumpster and drink it. When all of a sudden an Indian crawled out of the dumpster and said, "Hey man, can I have your empties?" I said, "Sure, but why don't we make some empties first?" So we sat there, drinking and talking, drinking and talking. So then I asked him his name, and he said,
You don't want to go too far over here.
"I'm from Saskatoon." I go, "Oh yeah, Felix, what are you doing in Calgary?"
See this space for tomorrow's stuff. I want to overlap a little bit. There'll be room.
And he goes, 6 years. 6 years, Felix. That's a hell of a long time to be looking for your sister. Then I noticed something about him. He was a lonely man, and I wondered why he had no friends. I wonder why he has no squirrels.
Yeah. Get your stuff going.
Good, good.
You just writing?
I did a little art over here.
Yeah.
You know.
Quickly go to CityCam. Talk us through it.
It's
What's your motivation?
I don't find the cottage. In this case, I found 3.
Got 3 cottages.
Yeah, it's called Levels of Living, and just better.
Levels of living. So is one of them our cottage?
All
Or
3
all
of them.
3 of them.
All 3 of
All
them.
3 of them are.
Yep.
Cool then. Excellent. Well done. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think that's it for this one. Something I need to fix in there, a little bit of weight in the stomach area, or darken. One of the two. More white or more black. Those are my options. Always interesting looking at it on a monitor rather than the thing. That's a bit better. Amazing what a couple lines will do. All right. I think I might just call it there. What do you think, Sadie?
Yeah, I agree.
Call
it there.
Quick little short day.
Yep.
Stop in, stop out.
Yep.
Get the Inktober done, and then move on with our lives. I like. Oh, Danger Dave's back. How's it going, buddy? We're just doing a quick little draw today. Did my little warm up and my float for Inktober. How's your day going? Well, we're gonna have a big stream tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do have a question for you. How does the microphone sound today?
Hey, Danger Dave.
So we got a second microphone over there now for Sadie, and I sweetened up the microphone here as well. Added some filters and whatnot, so it wasn't going to sound as crappy. That was the plan. Did it work? It's good. It's good.
Good.
Good. Hello, stranger. Yeah, she's just a disembodied voice back there.
I know.
She could also be hands. The hand model.
Hello.
There you go. That's Sadie. At least the hand part of her. Have my day. But the muse is not strong today. And I just wanted to get my Inktober done. I didn't want to really miss a day, so I was gonna do that. Tomorrow we'll get to draw something bigger. We'll do the Inktober and then
Comic book.
see how it goes.
Comic book.
And then I gotta work on my comic book. So I think if I have a chance during the day tomorrow, I'm gonna tighten up the script on the first 2 pages and then start planning those out. So that's an experiment for me. So I don't know how that's all gonna go. Why do you sound like the character from Overwatch?
Oh, do I?
Which character?
I don't know Overwatch, so.
Yeah,
Is it my
she's
voice
not
or-
doing it on purpose. I played Overwatch when it first came out, but I know there's been a lot of additions since then. Is it Ash? I know that Ash has been additioned. Alright, well that's good. I'm glad you're super slow. Like Diva. Sound like Diva.
Oh,
Look,
that's-
you have to look her up.
I will. I'll check her out.
Yeah, but tomorrow, so we're gonna work on Inktober, get the one day, which is sorry, I don't remember what it is. Tomorrow is shoes. I got 2.5 panels and 3 left. Lots of room. I don't have to be that stingy. I kind of squeezed it in there. 3 more. Essentially 3 panels. Everybody gets a panel. Everybody gets a panel. Good stuff. Alright. Well, yeah, so tomorrow 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right, on paper water. Paper water? I don't know what you mean. You just like watercolor paper? I love painting, dinking on hard press watercolor paper. It's so good. That's the stuff on the other side here, which I showed yesterday briefly. But hopefully I'll come back tomorrow, and we'll draw it up, and we'll do some big inks, hopefully. Or I might just do make a mess, and I want to do a bunch of thumbnails for these things. Have you ever made a comic book? Because this will be my first. Oh, cool. I've still not drawn. Oh, gotcha. I still want to. My rule for the tattoo was drew something that I really liked, and then wait 6 to 9 months, and then look at it again and see if I would like that still permanently on my body. Usually the answer is no. Usually. All right, so okay, we're gonna take off. Sorry, Dave. So I know I could have entertained a little bit more, but I'm a little out of it tonight myself. I feel a little bit maybe sick. I'm not sure. COVID? I hope not. God, I hope not. Anyway, all right, Dave. We'll catch you later. Hopefully you come by tomorrow and we'll have a longer day. This was just a short little. It's an hour. That's not horrible. Was it an hour? Live.
About an hour.
Yeah, about an hour.
Just short.
Anyway, short stream. We'll stay safe. Have a good one. Say goodnight, City.
Good night.
Oh my God. She said goodnight. She's still hands back there.
Oh yeah.
All right. Catch you later.
What you say when you want to get back with me? Look through what you want on the map for free. I see what you're doing badly. I don't say that you want my money. You sit there laying back with me. You should care how her plans to worry. You sure want to be the booty.